Hello everyone. Question is training wants to install a network cable to run a television signal between two buildings. Which of the following cable types should it utilize? Option A fiber, option B coaxial, option C plenum, option D shielded. Correct answer is option B. Question is which cellular technology is comprised of HSPA plus and EVDO to provide higher data speeds than previous cellular data protocols? Option A 5G, option B 4G, option C 3G, option D LTE. Correct answer is option C. Question is you are building a virtualization environment to host several secured Linux distributions as VMs. The VM need to have access to the local corporate network and communicate with the host operating system, the other VMs and the internal network clients. Still they should have access to the internet. Which of the following types of network connections should you configure for each VM? Option A private, option B external, option C local host, option D internal. Correct answer is option D. Question is you have been asked to fix an old computer whose CD-ROM has stopped working. The CD-ROM drive is using a 40-pin ribbon cable and you suspect the cable is defective. Which cable should you buy to replace the cable? Option A IDE, option B USB, option C eSATA, option D SATA. Correct answer is option A. Question is you connected your laptop to a new wireless network and received an IP address automatically. Which of the following servers allowed this to occur? Option A TACACS Plus server, option B DNS server, option C proxy server, option D DHCP server. Correct answer is option D. Question is consulting group is working with a new laptop manufacturer. The manufacturer wants to create the thinnest and lightest laptops in the world. To do this, they need to choose the right technology for their displays. Which technology should consulting recommend to allow for the thinnest laptops displays? Option A OLED, option B LCD, option C LED, option D IPS. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is you have decided that you wanted to install a second operating system on your computer. After installing the OS and rebooting the computer, you see the operating system not found error on your display. You verify that the boot.ini file is configured properly, but the error still appears. What is most likely causing this error? Option A. The MBR bootloader was installed accidentally. Option B. Windows startup services are not properly running. Option C. An unsupported version of Linux is installed. Option D. An incompatible partition is marked as active. Correct answer is option D. Question is you just heard of a new ransomware attack that has been rapidly spreading across the internet that takes advantage of a vulnerability in the Windows SMB protocol. To protect your network until Microsoft releases a security update, you want to block the port for SMB at your firewall to prevent becoming a victim of this attack. Which of the following ports should you add to your block list? Option A 445, Option B 514. Option C 123. Option D 143. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, your friend just gave you his old laptop. Whenever you turn on the laptop, though a blank screen appears and asks you to enter an administrative password before the computer attempts to boot up. Unfortunately, your friend never gave you the password for this laptop. Which of the following actions should you take to resolve this issue and get past this password screen? Option A. Disconnect the hard drive from the motherboard for a few minutes, reconnect it, and then power on the laptop. Option B. Remove the CMOS battery, wait for a few minutes, reinsert the battery, then power on the laptop. Option C. Remove the laptop's battery, wait for a few minutes, reinsert the battery, and then power on the laptop. Option D. Press and hold the power button down for a few minutes, then attempt to power on the laptop. Correct answer is option B. Question is, which of the following types of networking hardware is used to deliver broadband internet access using a hybrid fiber coaxial HFC infrastructure? Option A. Cable modem. Option B. Optical network terminal. Option C. Digital subscriber line. Option D. Software defined networking. Correct answer is option A. Question is, on Tuesday evening, the company just pushed a new Windows 10 security update to all of its workstations. On Wednesday morning, the help desk receives numerous complaints about the network being slower than normal. Previously, the network was baselined at 1 Gbps as each workstation uses a wired Cat6 connection. Today, a technician ran a speed test and saw the network was only reaching speeds Mbps. Which of the following is the most likely cause of the network slowdown? Option A. DHCP server configuration is being used. Option B. The network card drivers were updated last night. Option C. The DNS server configuration is being used. Option D. The network was reconfigured from DHCP to static. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, you work as a computer technician for a production company that travels worldwide while filming and editing music videos. Due to the nature of video editing, you will be building a video production workstation for the company that will have the maximum amount of RAM, an 8-core CPU, a dedicated GPU, and a redundant array of solid-state devices for storage. You are now determining which power supply to install the system. What is the most important characteristic to consider when choosing a power supply? Option A. Efficiency rating. Option B. Input voltage. Option C. Amperage V-rail. Option D. Number of SATA connectors. Correct answer is option B. Question is, which of the following locations are you likely to find the antenna wires located within a laptop or mobile device? Option A. Laying on the top of the battery. Option B. Connected externally via USB. Option C. Positioned around the display panel. Option D. Located under the keyboard. Correct answer is option C. Question is, your computer keeps losing track of time and the date in the system. Which of the following is most likely causing this issue? Option A. The memory is corrupted. Option B. The power supply is faulty. Option C. The CMOS battery is dead and needs to be replaced. Option D. The motherboard's device drivers need to be updated. Correct answer is option C. Question is, which of the following devices have most of the same functionality as a personal computer but can be operated with a single hand? Option A. Smartphone. Option B. Tablet. Option C. Smartwatch. Option D. Laptop. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, which of the following Wi-Fi channels in the 2.4 GHz frequency band are only supported in Europe and Japan due to government regulations? Option A 13, Option B 11, Option C 6, Option D 1. Correct answer is option A. Question is, Molly enjoys playing an online MMORPG each day after work. To access the game, she simply enters the website address and logins into the begin playing. Today she tried to access the game from her laptop at work, but she couldn't launch the game. What is most likely causing the issue? Option A. Metered services. Option B. NIC settings. Option C. Poor Wi-Fi connection. Option D. Blacklisted by firewall. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a computer technician is replacing a failed power supply in a customer's gaming workstation that contains multiple hard drives and a dedicated graphics card. Which of the following are the two most important things for the technician to consider when selecting a power supply replacement for this system? Select two options. Option A. Number and type of connectors. Option B. Dual voltage. Option C. Wattage rating. Option D. Dual rail. Correct answer is option A and option C. Question is, your desktop computer is currently running out of internal storage space. You want to upgrade the workstation with more internal storage to store additional videos, photos, and backups. Which of the following is the best storage solution to avoid having to expand again next year while still meeting your need to store more data? Option A 1 TB SSD. Option B 50 TB SAN. Option C 5 TB NAS. Option D 3 TB HDD. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following is an open source wireless communication protocol operating in the 2.4 GHz frequency band and is primarily used for home automation? Option A Z-Wave. Option B Bluetooth. Option C Zigbee. Option D NFC. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, Tim, a help desk technician, receives a call from a frantic executive who states that their company-issued smartphone was stolen during their lunch meeting with a rival company's executive. Tim quickly checks the MDM administration tool and identifies that the user's smartphone is still communicating with the MDM and displays its location on a map. What should Tim do next to ensure the stolen device's data remains confidential and inaccessible to the thief? Option A. Identify the IP address of the smartphone. Option B. Remotely encrypt the device. Option C. Perform a remote wipe of the device. Option D. Reset the device's password. Correct answer is option C. Question is, what type of cloud model would allow the sharing of resources by multiple organizations to create a service that benefits all of its members? Option A. Hybrid cloud. Option B. Private cloud. Option C. Public cloud. Option D. Community cloud. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a client reports that their workstation is continually crashing when using certain applications on their Mac OS system. The system will stop working and display a spinning rainbow pinwheel on the screen. Which of the following is the most likely cause of this error? Option A. Failure or corruption of the memory. Option B. Failure of the power supply. Option C. Failure of the graphics card. Option D. Failure of the processor. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a customer recently purchased a touchscreen laptop to use for her school work. It has been working well for about 3 weeks, but today she has brought it into your store for repair because it is not working properly. When she touches an icon on the screen, the program fails to load. You look over the laptop and the screen appears to be fully intact with no dark blobs or spider web cracks in the panel. You attempt to operate the laptop using the touch screen, but it appears non-responsive to your touch. You can, however, click on the icons using the laptop's touchpad without any issues. Which of the following components most likely needs to be replaced? Option A. Inverter. Option B. Digitizer. Option C. LCD panel. Option D. GPU. Correct answer is option B. Question is, you want to build a virtualization workstation that will be used to run 4 different server operating systems simultaneously to create a test lab environment. Each guest operating system only requires 20 GB of storage on the workstation, on the host workstation. Which of the following is the most important piece of hardware needed for this system to run efficiently? Option A. ATX motherboard. Option B. 5400 RPM hard disk drive. Option C. Multi-core processor. Option D. Dedicated GPU. Correct answer is option C. Question is, you connect a VoIP device on a user's disk and need to connect it to a PoE-enabled switch located in a communications closet about 150 feet, approximately 50 meters away. Which of the following cables should you select to connect the VoIP device to the switch? Option A. Cat6. Option B. Cat3. Option C. Fiber. Option D. Coaxial. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, training has asked you to consult on the installation of their new file server. The current server consists of a RAID5 array with 3 1TB 7200 RPM hard disk drives. Due to the increased reliance on the new file server, you have been asked to recommend a RAID solution that will help ensure there is no unscheduled downtime, no data loss, and increase speed or performance over the current file server. Based on these requirements, which of the following RAID solutions should you recommend? Option A RAID 1, Option B RAID 0, Option C RAID 10, Option D RAID 5. Correct answer is option C. Question is, a technician is troubleshooting a newly installed WAP that is sporadically dropping connections to devices on the network. Which of the following should the technician check first during troubleshooting? Option A bandwidth saturation, Option B encryption type, Option C WAP SSID, Option D WAP placement. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following components would require you to desolder the old part of the laptop to install and solder in a new one? Option A screen, Option B DC jack, Option C battery, Option D cellular card. Correct answer is option B. Question is, you are working at the service desk when a customer calls up and complains that their laptop's monitor looks strange. When pressed for further detail, they state that there are black bars on the left and right sides of the screen and that the image appears squashed and distorted. What is most likely the cause of this issue? Option A color depth, Option B display resolution, Option C bad video card, Option D external RF interference. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, your boss is looking for a recommendation for a backup solution that can back up non-sensitive data in the most cost-efficient way. The company already has an Office 365 subscription for each employee. The employees should be able to back up and access their data from anywhere using their laptops, smartphones, or tablets. Which of the following solutions should you recommend? Option A G Suite, Option B OneDrive, Option C iCloud, Option D AWS S3. Correct answer is option B. Question is, Jason recently purchases a wearable fitness tracker to count the number of steps he is taking each day. Which of the following technologies is used to determine how many steps he takes each day? Option A digitizer, Option B accelerometer, Option C inverter, Option D NFC. Correct answer is option B. Question is, which of the following cable supports both charging and data transfer with a non-directional connector inserted into a port on the device? Option A USB-C, Option B USB-A, Option C micro USB, Option D mini USB. Correct answer is option A. Question is, when using a Type 1 hypervisor virtualized environment, which of the following hardware types is necessary to connect the VMs to the corporate network? Option A VDI, Option B virtual NIC, Option C VNC, Option D VPN. Correct answer is option B. Question is, your company has decided to upgrade its legacy phone system to use VoIP devices instead. The new phones will download the configurations from a server each time they boot up. Which of the following ports needs to be opened on the firewall to ensure the phones can communicate with the TFTP server and download their boot up configurations? Option A 69, Option B 53, Option C 21, Option D 161. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, Tony, a system administrator, set up a printer on John's workstation. During the setup, Tony was able to print a test page. Later, when John attempted to print a document, an error message was displayed that indicates access was denied to the printer. John tried to restart the printer and workstation, but the same error message is displayed when he attempts to print a document. Which of the following most likely caused this issue? Option A. The printer lacks the memory required to process the document. Option B. The user lacks adequate security permissions to the printer. Option C. The print spooler is hung and must be restarted. Option D. The printer is offline. Correct answer is option B. Question is, Jason is building a new gaming computer for his son. Jason has calculated that the required wattage needed is 420 watts to the video card and all of the other internal devices. Which of the following power supplies should Jason purchase to meet the minimum power requirements for this computer? Option A, 750 watt. Option B, 525 watt. Option C, 350 watt. Option D, 250 watt. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a computer technician tries to determine if a computer with an Intel i7 processor has virtualization enabled to run a second operating system within VirtualBox. Which of the following should be checked to determine if the system can run a virtual machine? Option A. Enable virtualization within the BIOS. Option B. Enable virtualization within Windows. Option C. Verify Hyper-V is installed. Option D. Verify AMD-V is installed. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, Jason is attending the CompTIA Partners Summit convention this year. While at the conference, Jason will need to ensure his smartphone has enough battery power to last the entire day without having to recharge it, since it is hard to find an available electrical outlet in the conference room. Jason needs to ensure his smartphone is always available for use to receive updates from his team back home as well. Which of the following would you recommend Jason use to ensure he can use the phone all day without his smartphone running out of power? Option A. Use a smartphone case with a built-in battery. Option B. Use a wireless charging pad. Option C. Bring a power strip so that more than one person can use an electrical wall outlet. Option D. Set the smartphone to airplane mode. Correct answer is option A. Question is, several users at an adjacent office building report intermittent connectivity issues after a new flagpole was installed between the two offices. The network technician has determined the adjacent office building is connected to the main office building via an 802.11 AC bridge. The network technician logs into the AP and confirms the SSID encryption and channels are all correct. Which of the following is most likely the cause of this issue? Option A. Antenna type. Option B. DHCP exhaustion. Option C. Bandwidth saturation. Option D. Signal attenuation. Correct answer is option D. Question is, you need to determine the best way to test operating system patches in a lab environment before deploying them to your automated patch management system. Unfortunately, your network has several different operating systems in use, but you only have one machine available to test the patches on. What is the best environment to utilize to perform the testing of the patches before deployment? Option A. Purchase additional workstations. Option B. Bypass testing and deploy patches directly into the production environment. Option C. Virtualization. Option D. Sandboxing. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a customer's Android smartphone is only 6 months old but is being excessively slow. When questioned, the customer states it was acting fine until they recently installed a new stock market tracking app. What actions should you take to troubleshoot the slow performance on this phone? Option A. Perform a hard reboot of the smartphone. Option B. Replace the phone with a newer model. Option C. Uninstall the app, reboot the phone and reinstall the app. Option D. Factory reset the smartphone and reinstall all the apps. Correct answer is option C. Question is, you are working as a laptop repair technician. You just received a laptop that was reported to have a glass of water spilled on it. You want to examine the components in the laptop to begin troubleshooting it. What are the first steps you should take as part of your troubleshooting process? Option A. Remove the external casing of the laptop and document the screw locations. Option B. Submerge the laptop in a large bowl of rice to fully dry out the inner components. Option C. Watch a YouTube video for tutorials on how to fix this model of laptop. Option D. Consult your co-workers for suggestions and advice. Correct answer is option A. Question is, Jason's iPad only had 12% battery remaining at the end of the day. So he connected his iPad to the lightning cable and was adapted last night before going to bed. In the morning, Jason tried to turn on the iPad, but it appeared to be completely powered down and the battery was drained. Jason connected the lightning cable to his iPhone and the iPhone began charging. Which of the following is most likely reason that the iPad didn't charge overnight? Option A. Defective AC adapter. Option B. Defective lightning cable. Option C. Defective battery. Option D. Defective charging port on the iPad. Correct answer is option D. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a client contacts the service desk because their laptop will not charge when plugged in. The client states that the laptop runs properly while connected to the wall outlet, but if they unplug it, then the laptop immediately powers off. Which of the following do you recommend to solve this issue? Option A. Replace the DC jack. Option B. Replace the battery. Option C. Replace the power adapter. Option D. Connect the laptop to a 220-volt outlet. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a user called the help desk to complain about an issue with their laptop's keyboard. Every time they type a word like help or none, it is displayed as something cryptic like HE3P or N6NE. Which of the following is the most likely cause of this issue with the laptop keyboard? Option A, the keyboard is faulty and needs to be replaced. Option B, the keyboard driver needs to be updated. Option C, the keyboard has some crumbs or debris that has fallen under the keys. Option D, the num lock has been enabled for the laptop. Correct answer is option D. Question is, Peter is attempting to print to his office printer but nothing comes out. Yesterday his printer was working just fine. Peter does not notice any errors on the taskbar's printer icon. Which of the following actions should Peter try first to solve this issue? Option A, check that the printer is not offline. Option B, check the status of the printer's server queue. Option C, cancel all documents and print them again. Option D, check to ensure the printer selected is the default printer. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, a network engineer is designing an 802.11g wireless network that uses 3 wireless access points for plate coverage. Which of the following channel selections would result in the least amount of interface between each access point? Option A, adjacent access points should be assigned channels 4, 8, and 12 with a 40 MHz channel width. Option B, adjacent access points should be assigned channels 2, 6, and 10 with a 20 MHz channel width. Option C, adjacent access points should be assigned channels 7, 9, and 11 with a 40 MHz channel width. Option D, adjacent access points should be assigned channels 1, 6, and 11 with a 20 MHz channel width. Correct answer is option D. Question is, you are working as a technician for a college. One of the professor has submitted a trouble ticket stating that the projector connected to the workstation in his classroom is too dim. You look at the image being projected on the wall and notice it is dim, but the image appears to be displayed clearly and correctly. What is the first thing you should do to make the image brighter? Option A, replace the bulb in the projector. Option B, modify the workstation's video resolution. Option C, update the video driver on the workstation. Option D, increase the contrast on the projector. Correct answer is option D. Question is, you just installed an SSD into a laptop to increase the storage speed of the device. Which of the following should you configure to increase the lifespan of the newly installed SSD? Option A, disable regularly scheduled defragmentation of the SSD. Option B, disable memory caching on the SSD. Option C, enable the paging file within the operating system. Option D, enable the power saving mode of the SSD. Correct answer is option A. Question is, which of the following types of data should you transmit over TCP? Option A, a Skype phone call with your friends. Option B, streaming video from YouTube. Option C, an order for a $50,000 stock purchase. Option D, streaming music while you work. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, whenever you reboot your domain controller, you notice it takes a very long time to boot up. As the server is booting, you hear noises that sound like a steady series of clicking from the hard drive. Which of the following is the best action to help speed up the boot time of the server? Option A. Perform a disk cleanup. Option B. Remove unnecessary applications from startup. Option C. Terminate processes in the task manager. Option D. Defragment the hard drive. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following devices is installed in a communication closet to connect network wall jacks to a network switch using pre-wired RJ45 ports? Option A. Router. Option B. Hub. Option C. Access point. Option D. Patch panel. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a customer is planning that their printer has begun to fade. A customer is complaining that their printer has begun to fade. While questioning the customer, you found out that they bought the laser printer about 11 months ago, have never performed any maintenance, and have only added more paper to it when it runs out. When checking the page counter, you identified that they had printed over 3,000 pages. Which of the following is most likely the cause of the fading? Option A. Replace the drum. Option B. Replace the toner cartridge. Option C. Verify the charge of the corona wire. Option D. Adjust paper print tray height. Correct answer is option B. Question is, Johnny's laptop works perfectly when sitting at his desk. Whenever Johnny moves his laptop from his desk to conference room, though the laptop unexpectedly powers off, a technician examines the laptop and does not smell any unusual odors coming from it. Which of the following is the most likely cause the laptop to lose power when moved? Option A. The laptop's battery connection is loose. Option B. The laptop's CMOS battery has failed. Option C. The laptop's motherboard has a swollen capacitor. Option D. The laptop has inadequate airflow and is overheating. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following parts is responsible for converting the analog signals created by your tapping or swapping the surface of a display to a binary signal that is understood by the underlying software? Option A. Capacitor. Option B. Inverter. Option C. Digitizer. Option D. Backlight. Correct answer is option C. Question is, John is setting up 100 Windows 10 computers for a new corporate office. He wants to ensure that unauthorized applications are prevented from being installed during the boot-up process. What feature should he ensure is enabled? Option A. BIOS password required. Option B. Full disk encryption. Option C. RAM integrity checking. Option D. Secure boot. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following devices should be installed as an immediate intermediary between your clients and the web servers they want to connect to make an HTTP request from the client, check it, and then forward it to its destination? Option A. File server. Option B. DNS server. Option C. DHCP server. Option D. Proxy server. Correct answer is option D. Question is, a customer is complaining that their workstation is beginning to run slowly when many applications are opened simultaneously. Which of the following upgrades would you recommend to solve this problem? Option A. Upgrade the system from 4 GB to 16 GB of RAM. Option B. Replace their 256 GB SSD with a 1 TB HDD. Option C. Perform a check disk on their SSD. Option D. Replace their 802.11G card with an 802.11 AC card. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, training has just installed a new hub or control system to control the lights, HVAC and power to the device in their studio. The new hub or control system relies on Zigbee for wireless communication and networking between the different devices. Which of the following types of networked host best describes what was installed? Option A. Internet of Things. Option B. Supervisory control and data acquisition. Option C. DHCP server. Option D. syslog server. Correct answer is option A. Question is, Jay is complaining that the speed at which the cursor moves across his laptop's screen when using his trackpad makes it difficult to properly control. Which setting could he use to slow down the cursor in the Windows 10? Option A. Settings, then devices, then touchpad sensitivity. Option B. Settings, devices, mouse, speed. Option C. Settings, devices, touchpad, speed. Option D. Settings, devices, mouse, touchpad, sensitivity. Correct answer is option C. Question is, training wants to install a new accounting system and is considering moving to a cloud-based solution to reduce cost, reduce the information technology overhead cost, improve reliability, and improve availability. Your Chief Information Officer is supportive of this move since it will be more fiscally responsible. Still, the Chief Risk Officer is concerned with housing all of the company's confidential financial data in a cloud provider's network that might be shared with other companies. Since the Chief Information Officer is determined to move to the cloud, what type of cloud-based solution would you recommend to account for the Chief Risk Officer's concerns? Option A. PaaS in a hybrid cloud. Option B. SaaS in a private cloud. Option C. SaaS in a public cloud. Option D. PaaS in a community cloud. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following requires the use of a physical printer to print a document? Option A. Print to PDF. Option B. Print to image. Option C. Print to network. Option D. Print to XPS. Correct answer is option C. Question is, you just printed a new sign for your office using thick cardstock paper with your network printer. Unfortunately, when you pick up the cardstock from the laser printer's output tray, the printed image smears across the paper. Attempting to troubleshoot this problem, you decide to print another sign using regular printer paper and determine that the image does not smear when touched on the regular printer paper. Which of the following would be the next step to perform in your troubleshooting efforts? Option A. Increase the temperature of the fusor element. Option B. Change the feed rate of the paper. Option C. Clean the printer's transfer roller. Option D. Replace the toner cartridge in the printer. Correct answer is option A. Question is a client is attempting to power on their computer but it keeps booting to the incorrect hard drive. Which of the following actions should you perform to attempt to fix this problem? Option A. Press F8 repeatedly during the boot process to enter the boot menu. Option B. Reconfigure the boot order within Windows. Option C. Reconfigure the boot order within the BIOS or UEFI. Option D. Unplug any external hard disk. Correct answer is option C. Question is you are troubleshooting a laptop's display for a customer. The customer states that parts of the picture remain on the screen even after a full shutdown or reboot. You update the device drivers and recalibrate the display, but the problem remains with the laptop's display. Which of the following is most likely the problem with the display? Option A. Distorted geometry. Option B. Dead pixels. Option C. Burned in. Option D. Incorrect device drivers. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, which of the following types of networks would be created if a wireless access point, a microwave link, and a satellite link were combined in a mesh? Option A. WMN. Option B. WAN. Option C. LAN. Option D. PAN. Correct answer is option A. Question is Suzanne has a 3-year-old iPad. The iPad used to get 8 hours or more of uses before running out of battery, but now it only lasts 30 to 60 minutes between charges. Which of the following actions should be taken to repair this device? Option A. Replace the charging port. Option B. Install the latest version of iOS. Option C. Replace the battery. Option D. Turn on airplane mode to reduce battery consumption. Correct answer is option C. Question is which of the following devices should you purchase for a child if you want them to be able to read books and magazines but you do not want them to be able to surf the web or play games? Option A. Tablet. Option B. Laptop. Option C. E-reader. Option D. Smartphone. Correct answer is option C. Question is which of the following wiring standards should be used when installing Ethernet cabling in an office or data center? Option A. RS-232. Option B. T568B. Option C. RJ11. Option D. RG6. Correct answer is option B. Question is training is upgrading its wired network from an older Cat5e network and a Cat7 network. The network technician has run out of patch cables and asks you to create a straight through patch cable. Which of the following tools is used to connect an RJ45 connector to a patch cable? Option A. Punch down tool. Option B. Cable stripper. Option C. Cable tester. Option D. Crimper. Correct answer is option D. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is your boss asked you to generate a simple square code that can be easily scanned by a smartphone to access a pre-configured website address or link. Which of the following technologies would best meet this requirement? Option A. Barcode. Option B. NFC chip. Option C. Smart card. Option D. QR code. Correct answer is option D. Question is training has decided to use a PaaS solution to host their training courses. The service charges are based on the number of students enrolled in the courses each month. Which type of cloud computing concept is being demonstrated by this pricing strategy? Option A, metered service. Option B, resource pooling. Option C, rapid elasticity. Option D, synchronization apps. Correct answer is option A. Question is, Suzanne sees streaks of toner across her papers when printing documents using the laser printer in her office. What is the most likely solution for this problem? Option A, change the feed rate of the paper. Option B, clean the printer's transfer roller. Option C, replace the toner cartridge in the printer. Option D, increase the temperature of the fusor element. Correct answer is option B. Question is, an administrator arrives at work and is told that network users are unable to access the shared drive on a Windows server. The administrator logs into the server and sees that some Windows updates were automatically installed last night successfully. But now the network connection shows limited with no availability. What rollback action should the technician perform? Option A, web browser. Option B, servers, NIC drivers. Option C, antivirus updates. Option D, server's IP address. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, which of the following is not categorized as wearable technology? Option A, fitness monitors. Option B, phablets. Option C, VR headsets. Option D, smart watches. Correct answer is option B. Question is, you are at the grocery store. At the checkout, you slide your credit card through the payment terminal and then sign your name to authorize the charge. Which of the following did you most likely use to make this purchase? Option A, touchpad. Option B, Bluetooth reader. Option C, NFC device. Option D, signature pad. Correct answer is option D. Question is, you just bought a new car and want to use the built-in stereo to make and receive calls on your smartphone. Which of the following should you perform to connect your smartphone to the car stereo? Option A, pairing the device. Option B, enabling NFC. Option C, installing the device drivers. Option D, enabling Wi-Fi. Correct answer is option A. Question is, which of the following would installing a multi-core CPU archive? Option A, accessing shared folder on a server. Option B, increased video speed. Option C, increased performance and overall processing. Option D, increased video editing speed. Correct answer is option C. Question is, you are configuring a print server on the network. Which type of IP address should you configure it with? Option A, static. Option B, dynamic. Option C, link local. Option D, API PA. Correct answer is option A. Question is, you are working as a network technician and have been asked to troubleshoot an issue with a workstation. You have just established a theory of probable cause. Which of the following steps of the CompTIA troubleshooting methodology should you perform next? Option A, verify full system functionality. Option B, identify the problem. Option C, test the theory to determine the cause. Option D, establish a plan of action to resolve the problem. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, you are configuring a new server for a client. The client has purchased 5 1 TB hard drives and would like the server's storage system to provide redundancy and double fault tolerance. Which of the following configuration would best meet the client's requirement? Option A, RAID 10. Option B, RAID 5. Option C, RAID 0. Option D, RAID 1. Correct answer is option A. Question is, you see some fading across your papers when printing things using a laser printer. The black color appears to be more faded than the other colors on your documents. What is the best solution to this problem? Option A, change the feed rate of the paper. Option B, replace the toner cartridge in the printer. Option C, increase the temperature of the fusel element. Option D, clean the printer's transfer roller. Correct answer is option B. Question is, which of the following tools is used by a technician to remove the jacket or sheathing from a wire when building a cable? Option A, punch down tool. Option B, cable tester. Option C, cable stripper. Option D, crimper. Correct answer is option C. Question is, what type of services can allow you to get more storage and more resources adding to the cloud as fast as possible? Option A, rapid elasticity. Option B, metered services. Option C, measured services. Option D, resource pooling. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, training wants to create a DNS record to enter DKIM or SPF information into the domain name system to help prevent from spam coming from their domain. Which type of DNS record should be created? Option A, PTR. Option B, SOA. Option C, TXT. Option D, SRV. Correct answer is option C. Question is, an employee is complaining that their workstation is not booting into Windows when they reboot their machine. You notice that during the reboot the system is loading into a PXE based OS. What should you do next? Option A, reboot PC to determine if it will boot from the HDD. Option B, boot into recovery mode to fix the boot order. Option C, press F12 to boot into boot mode and select the correct device. Option D, boot to BIOS and select the HDD from the boot order. Correct answer is option D. Question is, you are building a Bitcoin mining workstation that will have multiple graphics cards, lots of memory, and an octa-core processor. This computer is expected to generate a lot of heat during its operations. Which of the following solutions would most efficiently dissipate all of the heat produced? Option A, passive heat sink. Option B, liquid cooling system. Option C, high RPM fans. Option D, replace the power supply with a more efficient model. Correct answer is option B. Question is, a workstation is having intermittent issues and continues to receive system errors or freeze. You believe that the problem is being caused by the workstation's motherboard not getting the proper amount of power to it, and you want to perform a test to confirm your theory. Which of the following tools should you use to determine if the proper amount of power is being supplied to the motherboard? Option A, cable tester. Option B, multimeter. Option C, loop back plug. Option D, postcard. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, you have just installed a new hard disk drive into your computer, but the motherboard does not recognize it within the BIOS or UEFI. You have verified the drive is properly connected to the motherboard and the power supply with the correct cables, but it still is not recognized. Which of the following actions would best solve this problem? Option A, configure a RAID in the BIOS or UEFI. Option B, format the new hard drive as FAT32. Option C, update the firmware of the motherboard. Option D, format the new hard drive as NTFS. Correct answer is option C. Question is, you have just installed a second monitor for a bookkeeper's workstation so they can stretch their spreadsheets across both monitors. This would essentially let them use the two monitors as one combined larger monitor. Which of the following settings should you configure? Option A, resolution. Option B, refresh rate. Option C, extended mode. Option D, color depth. Correct answer is option C. Question is, you have been asked to fix a laptop with a screen image that is being displayed upside down. What is the best method to fix this issue? Option A, replace the integrated GPU. Option B, replace the LCD panel. Option C, change the orientation of the screen. Option D, update the display drivers. Correct answer is option C. Question is, which of the following refers to using virtual machines as a method of provisioning workstations for corporate users? Option A, SaaS. Option B, VDI. Option C, PaaS. Option D, IaaS. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, what is the third step of the CompTIA troubleshooting methodology? Option A, establish a plan of action to resolve the problem and implement the solution. Option B, test the theory to determine the cause. Option C, document findings, actions, and outcomes. Option D, verify full system functionality and, if applicable, implement preventative measures. Correct answer is option B. Question is, your son accidentally knocked his laptop off his desk while it was charging. Your son picks up the laptop and notices that the laptop's battery will no longer charge. You begin to troubleshoot the problem to identify the cause. You ensure the laptop is connected to the power adapter and that the power adapter is plugged into a power outlet, but the laptop's battery will still not charge. Which of the following components was most likely damaged when the laptop was knocked off of the disk? Option A, DC jack. Option B, battery. Option C, power adapter. Option D, hard drive. Correct answer is option A. Question is, training uses a VoIP conferencing solution to conduct its weekly staff meetings. When Jason is talking, some of the employees says It sounds like he is speeding up and slowing down randomly. Tamara is sitting in the office with Jason and she says Jason is speaking at the same rate the entire time. Which of the following network performance metrics would be the most useful in determining why the VoIP service is not presenting a consistent pace when delivering Jason's voice over the network? Option A, jitter. Option B, latency. Option C, bandwidth. Option D, throughput. Correct answer is option A. Question is, a technician has installed an 802.11n network and most users can see speeds of up to 300 Mbps. A few of the users have an 802.11n network card but cannot get speeds higher than 802 Mbps. 108 Mbps. What should the technician do to fix the issue? Option A, roll back the firmware on the WLAN card. Option B, upgrade the OS version to 64-bit. Option C, install a vulnerability patch. Option D, upgrade the WLAN card driver. Correct answer is option D. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, Natalie just bought a new mobile Android phone, but her current phone is an iPhone. She needs to move all of her phone's existing contacts and appointments from her calendar from her current phones to her new phone. Natalie's iPhone was configured to use her training corporate account to save all her contacts and appointments to their cloud-based service as well. Which of the following is the best way for Natalie to migrate her data from her old iPhone to her new Android device? Option A, Natalie should perform a backup of her iPhone using iTunes on her PC and then import the contacts and appointments from her PC to her new Android device. Option B, Natalie should create a wireless Bluetooth connection between the iPhone and the Android devices and use it to copy her contacts and appointments to the new device. Option C, Natalie should create an NFC connection to transfer all compatible data between the iPhone and the Android devices. Option D, Natalie should log into her corporate email account on the new Android phone and restore her contacts and appointments to the new device. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following technologies would allow an organization to secure and manage their customer enterprise applications that are installed on a user's smartphone or tablet? Option A, CDMA. Option B, MDM. Option C, MAM. Option D, GSM. Correct answer is option C. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, a customer's hard drive has crashed and needs to be replaced. When replacing the internal 5400 RPM HDD, which cable should you use? Option A, USB-C. Option B, Firewire. Option C, Lightning. Option D, SATA. Correct answer is option D. Question is, which of the following technologies is commonly used to inventory the organization's equipment by attaching a tag to the device containing a chip programmed with the asset's data, allowing one-way communication to occur from the tag to the reader? Option A, ZigBee. Option B, NFC. Option C, RFID. Option D, Z-Wave. Correct answer is option C. Question is training's video editing laptop has a defective keyboard. You have been asked to replace the keyboard. What type of cable should be connected to the internal laptop keyboard during your replacement? Option A, ribbon cable. Option B, ZIF. Option C, SATA. Option D, USB. Correct answer is option A. Question is the large multifunction printer in your office is shared between 12 people. Unfortunately, it has stopped working, and the technicians have determined it must be replaced. A new printer has been ordered, but it will take 2 weeks until it arrives. The only other printer available in your office is the manager's printer, but it is connected via USB to their workstation. One of the technicians would like to share the manager's printer with the other 12 employees for the next 2 weeks as a temporary workaround. Unfortunately, there are no spare wired network jacks available in the office to connect the printer to the network directly, but there is a wireless access point nearby. Which of the following is the best way for the technician to allow the 12 employees to access the manager's printer? Option A, purchase a portable wireless printer server and connect the printer to it using USB. Option B, configure a new printer on each user's workstation and point it to the manager's IP address. Option C, share the printer directly from the manager's computer by creating a share and giving the other employees access rights to the share. Option D, provide a USB thumb drive to each employee so that they can transfer their files to the manager's computer for direct printing. Correct answer is option A. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is, which of the following ports should a client use to automatically request an IP address from the server? Option A, 123. Option B, 25. Option C, 67. Option D, 69. Correct answer is option C. Question is, your child's school issues an Office 365 account to each student to use for their school projects. Your child needs to install the proper software on their Windows 10 laptop for their schoolwork folder to remain synced between the laptop and the cloud service. Which software should you install? Option A, OneDrive. Option B, AWS S3. Option C, Google Drive. Option D, Dropbox. Correct answer is option A. Question is, Jason is configuring a virtual machine to run a Minecraft server for his son. The network utilizes a DHCP server for all connected devices. Jason decided to configure the virtual machine with the static IP of 168.1.10 to make it easier to identify on the network. Ever since this static IP was issued, both the virtual machine and a printer on the network have had intermittent connectivity issues. What is the most likely the cause of these issues? Option A, the DHCP IP address is expired. Option B, there is an IP conflict. Option C, the virtual machine was placed in the wrong subnet. Option D, the DNS server IP is misconfigured. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Hello everyone. Question is, which of the following components of a laser printer is used to apply an electric charge to the paper so that the paper attracts toner to it during the imaging process? Option A pickup roller. Option B separation pad. Option C transfer roller. Option D fuser assembly. Correct answer is option C. Question is you are troubleshooting a workstation with four identical memory sticks installed, one in each of the slots labeled 1, 2, 3 and 4. The motherboard has a marking near the memory slots that says quad channel support. Based on what you observe, how many channels are being used by the motherboard's memory? Option A 4 channels. Option B 1 channel. Option C 3 channels. Option D 2 channels. Correct answer is option A. Question is you are attempting to install a full-sized PCIe network interface card into a 1U server, but it is too tall to fit into the machine. Which of the following do you need to install first to install the full-sized PCIe network interface card into the server? Option A riser card. Option B SCSI card. Option C AGP card. Option D PCIe X16 card. Correct answer is option A. Question is which of the following printer configuration settings controls the overall output characteristics of the print job such as the density of the ink or toner on the paper and the speed of the print process? Option A tray. Option B quality. Option C orientation. Option D duplex. Correct answer is option B. Question is you are building a gaming PC to support a high-end virtual reality headset. The computer needs a high-end processor, lots of RAM, and a dedicated high-end graphics card. This graphics card will be installed in one of your expansion slots on your motherboard. Which of the following motherboard connections will most likely be used to connect the graphics card? Option A AGP. Option B PCIe. Option C USB. Option D PCI. Correct answer is option B. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Question is a user wants to print a spreadsheet horizontally on a piece of paper instead of vertically to fit more columns on a single page. What settings should the user enable on the printer for this print job to achieve this result? Option A duplex. Option B transparency. Option C collate. Option D orientation. Correct answer is option D. Question is you are building a virtualization environment to practice your penetration testing skills. This will require that you install several vulnerable Linux distributions as VMs. The VMs need to have access to a virtualized network but should not communicate with the host operating system or the internet. Which of the following types of network connections should you configure for each VM? Option A external. Option B internal. Option C private. Option D local host. Correct answer is option C. Question is what type of virtual desktop should be chosen to reduce capital expenditures and have the hardware maintained by the cloud service provider? Option A local hosted virtual desktops. Option B local virtual appliances. Option C remote hosted virtual desktops. Option D remote virtual appliances. Correct answer is option C. Question is Thor is working as a contractor for the Department of Defense (DoD). To better secure their systems, each laptop is equipped with a device that requires all employees to insert their employee identifications badges into the computer to log in. Each identification badge has an electronic chip embedded into the badge. The employee must enter a PIN to unlock the digital certificate stored in this badge to authenticate to the login server. Which of the following technologies is used to read the employee's badge? Option A, barcode scanner. Option B, magnetic reader. Option C, ADF. Option D, smart card reader. Correct answer is option D. You can download the complete list of recently updated contents from the link provided in the description. If you like this content, please like and subscribe.